Good Sunday afternoon to you. Welcome to another episode of Afternoon Tea, the program brought to you by Pearls of Great Price Empowerment Services, where we have good company, good conversation, good information, and of course, a good cup of tea. I am your host, Giselle Alain Clement, and I am so glad to be back with you this afternoon. You know, we started a new schedule. Afternoon tea now airs every first and third Sunday of the month. So I really missed you last week, but I'll get accustomed to the new schedule. So I'm glad that you are back with us. So, you know, I like to tell you, call a friend, call your sister, tell them afternoon tea is on and we have some good information to share with you. I have a beautiful guest on this afternoon, and she is here to share her story and really inspire you. Our topic this afternoon is all about clean eating, specifically looking at the keto diet. And she is here to share her journey and to really encourage us to get on that path of healthy living via clean eating. And so without further ado, I am going to bring my guest on. Let us give her a warm Trinidad and Tobago welcome as I bring on Miss Gloria Espinosa Hall. Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Oh my goodness. Welcome, Gloria. And as I was telling you backstage, thank you for agreeing to come and share your story with us this afternoon.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm here. I'm so excited to tell everybody about clean eating.
Yes, and I'm excited to hear. And hopefully this time, and I really think more than hopefully this time, I'll make a commitment to get on that journey like you did. And we'll hear about that soon. So folks, let me just tell you a bit about Gloria before we start our conversation. Gloria Espinosa Hall has been a nurse for the past 16 years. And she, as she said, she's a travel nurse. So she has different assignments across the US, and she's currently attached to an assignment in Florida. And so she's a wife, she's a mother of 3 adult children, and a grandmother of 1 adorable little boy. Her words, not mine. You know grandmothers. She is also a health coach and the owner of Patterned Health by Glow. Gloria says that she teaches her clients to live a healthy and clean lifestyle by changing their thoughts about the way they eat. She says, as a nurse, I love helping and seeing my patients get well. And so as nurses, we educate a lot. And so this was a natural step for me becoming a health coach. And so Gloria, I'm so glad that you took that step, and we're going to hear all about that this afternoon. So Gloria, I like the name Patterned Health by Glow. What's in a name? Why did you choose that name for your consultancy?
Well, I was thinking I wanted to teach my clients how to live a healthier lifestyle, but I'm not there with them all the time. I can't be with them 24 hours a day. So I wanted to give them a pattern, like the old patterns that you find at Walmart to teach you how to sew something together. So I give my clients a pattern. I show them how to do it, and then I send them on their own, but with my help in the background. And then, of course, Glow, because everyone's always called me Glow growing up because Gloria. So it just all came together.
So Patterned by Glow. And I like how you say you give them a pattern and then you send them off to do the work, you know, kind of like the guide from the side. Follow the pattern. Follow the pattern. I really like that method and that thinking behind Patterned by Glow. Wow.
Yeah.
Clean eating. What is clean eating?
Clean eating is preservative-free eating. It is eating natural fruits and vegetables, lean chicken, fish, lean meats, and even dairy. Dairy could be clean if the animals were raised properly and fed properly, and it's staying away from the middle of the grocery store, like all the food with all the preservatives in it.
I know it's possible, but for someone who is thinking about starting on this lifestyle and you keep hearing about clean eating, it sounds very daunting. What would you
No.
say to someone who is thinking about starting this lifestyle of clean eating? How would you encourage them?
Oh my goodness. When I first thought about it, I thought I could never do this because we're taught to
Yes.
eat the preservative fulfilled food. So I just started looking at things, and you really need somebody to help you through. You can't do this on your own. I didn't do this on my own. I had one of my very, very good friends. We did it together. So you can't do this on your own. It takes
Yes.
somebody to encourage you, and that's what I'm here for. I am here to help somebody and show them the right steps, and if they start to curve off the road a little bit, I bring them back on. Clean eating, it'll change your whole thoughts about food, and it's great.
I like how you said in your mandate is that you start with the mind because that's where the issue is most times. So if you're thinking, oh my God, I can't do this thing about clean eating, you start with the mindset. Change your mindset about food, change your mindset about eating, why we eat and what we eat, and then you start them on their journey. I really, really like that. And the second thing I heard you say is that you have to have a support system. You can't do this by yourself.
Correct.
It sounds doable when you explain it that way. It really
yes,
does.
it's very doable. I helped my mother-in-law. I helped her to get back on track, and it wasn't even like changing her whole diet. We did a
Yes.
food diary, and I just changed a few things in her diet, and she is doing great. Her blood pressure's lower than it was, so she's doing awesome. And it takes just a little bit at a time.
Little steps. I like that. Little steps.
Yeah.
Wow. So Gloria, what started you on this journey of clean eating? What was your story? Why? Was there a trigger that said, Gloria, you need to do something, and you found this pathway? Tell us your story.
Yes, most definitely. Being of Hispanic heritage, we have a high risk of diabetes. My father was diabetic, and not to like give all of my family's history, but we do have diabetes in our family, and I myself became diabetic because I gained so much weight. I have gained a lot of weight. If you go to my page, you'll see I put myself out there. I show my before and after pictures, and I can't believe how big I got. So me and my friend said, you know what, let's do this. Let's do the keto diet. And I had heard about it for probably about a year before. A lot of nurses do the keto diet. So I had heard about it, and I just thought I could never do this. And I can't give up sugar like that. So then me and my friend, we said, let's do this. So we started it. Cold turkey, me and her. Within a couple of weeks, we started losing weight and started seeing the weight. In addition to that, my blood sugar has come down. My insulin resistance has come down. I have so much more energy. It is amazing, this keto lifestyle.
Wow. I'm glad that you mentioned, you shared that your history about having diabetes, and that's one of the concerns with people when they hear about these diets. People who they are going through challenges with lifestyle diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, etc. So what you're saying, is it safe for someone with diabetes, with high blood pressure, with any of the other diseases to get on this diet? It helped you. It really helped you, and has been helping you.
Yes. I always tell my clients, and I tell everybody else, don't start a new diet until you talk to your doctor. Always work with your doctor's care. Because you have to have lab work done, you have to have all that. But keto lifestyle, it helps. It first started out actually helping patients with epilepsy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it helped that, because what happens is your body turns the fat into energy, and it transfers the energy to the brain and you just think clearer. You're not as foggy minded. So it lowers the blood. It lowers blood sugar. Anybody who's diabetic knows they get their hemoglobin A1C checked every 3 months. It lowers that. And because you're eating clean, you're not having as much salt. You don't have as much preservatives in your food. Your blood pressure comes down. Your chance of stroke, your chance of heart disease comes down, and it could help with cancer.
Wow. And you being a nurse, having firsthand information, I guess, to the studies and the research done on it, you were convinced, okay, this is an option I think I want to incorporate into my lifestyle change. Yeah.
Very much so. Yes.
Wow. Well, folks, if you are just joining us, this is another episode of Afternoon Tea, the program where we have good company, good conversation, and of course, we are sharing good information. My guest, Gloria Espinosa Hall, is here with me. She's a nurse and a health coach, and we're talking this afternoon about clean eating, looking specifically at the keto diet. Many of you have heard about it. Well, we're sharing the information this afternoon. We're spilling the tea, as it were. So, Gloria, let's drill down a bit specifically so we understand now what is clean eating. Let's go a bit deeper into keto diet. What is the keto diet? Can you give us a definition of it?
Yes. So keto diet it's ketogenic diet. It's when your body turns the fat, it starts to burn it more efficiently. So your eating is different. So we always thought about, you need carbs to run. Well, you don't. You eat in your diet, it's 75% fat, 20% protein, and about 5% carbs. So it's high fat, moderate protein, low carb. Now, I said low carb. I didn't say no carb, because your body needs carbs.
Okay.
So you just decrease the carbs a little bit. And like I said, the body, once you start lowering the carb intake, your body learns to change the fat that you're bringing in, the healthy fat, not the bad fat, the healthy fat, into energy. And you start burning energy that way.
Okay. But then what's the difference between a low carb diet and the ketogenic diet? What's the difference? Because we know we're familiar with a low carb diet.
So a low carb diet allows you to have anywhere from 50 to 150 grams of carbs in your diet. And including in those carbs is fruits and nuts and seeds, legumes like lentils and black and pinto beans, to give you your carbs. Those are healthy carbs. And in the keto diet, you're not allowed fruits. You're not allowed any kind of legumes. So I don't eat beans. And being Hispanic, that was hard, because we ate keto beans. Yes, beans and potatoes. It was hard to get rid of that, because that's what I ate. That's what I grew up on. So I had to give all that up. But in a low carb, you can eat that healthy, like in moderate, not a whole lot. So it and in keto diet, you can have like berries for fruits, but not all the fruits, because it has too much sugar.
I see. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll get into that a bit later on, and we'll expand on what we can eat and what we can't eat.
There is so much.
You're killing me. I can't eat my starch mangoes. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Let me listen some more. Let me listen some more.
It hurt my heart to find out what I couldn't eat: tortillas and potatoes and beans. But guess what? That's why we get diabetes, because we eat all that stuff.
Okay, wow, I understand. So are there different types of keto diets, or is just one type of is it just one diet?
No, no, there's different types, and as you get further into the keto lifestyle, you learn the different types. Now, there's like different types of types. Let me go further deeper into that. So
Sure.
there's a clean keto and there's a dirty keto. And people who have heard bad things about keto, it's because the person that they know did a dirty keto, which means they just dumped a bunch of sausage and bacon and bad fats, bad oils into their diet. So you got to learn to do it clean. Like the oils you use could be like avocado oil, olive oil,
Yeah.
coconut oil. That's two ways. And then there's also like to go deeper is standard keto, cyclical keto, targeted keto, and high protein keto. And I mean that's just to go deeper in.
So when a person comes to you and they want to get on this diet, I'm sure you would do an assessment. How do you know which one of the keto diets is applicable to this person? How would you advise them on which way they should go?
I'm so glad you asked that. Yes. So when my clients come to me, I do a whole assessment because of course I'm a nurse. That's what we do. We do assessments. So I do a
Mm-hmm.
whole assessment and I explain to them what about keto. And I always tell them to start off with the standard keto, which is the high fat, moderate protein, low carb for the first 3 months. The first 3 months is when you're going to see like a ton of weight loss and a whole change in your thoughts. So the first 3 months, standard keto, clean keto, and I teach them all the different ways to do it. I try different diet. I try different recipes. People send me recipes and I try them. So I teach them that. And then afterwards, I've been doing it for a year now. I
Okay.
did standard keto for 3 months, but now I do cyclical keto where like 5 days out of the week I'll do keto, and then 2 days I will have a cheat diet or cheat meal or a cheat day.
Okay. Okay, okay. But I guess that's after a while, after you've really been regimented in getting where you need to be. I'm sure you would
Yeah.
have goals with them. You need to be here, you need to be here. Then you could go to the cyclical where, okay, we could mix it.
Yes.
Okay. So it's
Yeah.
not all rigid
So,
and
so it's not giving up. It's not giving up everything. I do. I've gone back to eating beans and I'll eat potatoes.
oh,
So you could go back to eating your mangoes and fruit. Yes, it's
right.
not giving up anything in your diet. Just for give me 3 months and I'm gonna help you.
Wow, wow. And then by then, you're so disciplined and then knowledgeable in how to eat it and your portion sizes. We'll get to that in a bit, that you know how much of the beans and how much potatoes, etc., you could consume. And okay, all right.
Very much so.
Whew.
Yes.
I like you again. I like you again.
Okay. I'm back in. I'm back in. That's good.
Oh my goodness, folks, if you are just joining us, if you have told yourself, I need to start eating healthier, I need a plan, well, this is the program for you. We are talking about clean eating. I have my guest, a nurse and health coach, Gloria, and she's telling us about her journey and giving us some tips on clean eating. And we're talking specifically today about the keto diet. So please do me a favor, share this live. If you know there are other girls, other sisters, your sister
Oh
friends, your
yes.
cousins who need to hear this and really get some encouragement from Gloria. Share this live as we continue our conversation. So, Gloria, there are different types. After the assessment, you would chart their 3 month initial process, and then further on where they should go and what type of the keto diet would be applied. I like the sound of that. So let's get into a bit deeper foods. Now, you said, your Hispanic background, and I'm from the Caribbean, so you know the types of foods we eat. Food, Gloria. What
Yes.
can I eat? Let's start with what can I eat? Or should I
Okay.
start with what can't? Let's start with the positive. What can you eat on the keto diet?
There is so much that you could eat. Let me tell you
Okay.
this. Okay. It's not, and you need to think about, I can't not eat something. Okay. This is like,
Oh,
I tell my clients, season your food, you won't miss any of it. So high fat, it's a high fat diet. So you want to eat healthy fats. You don't want to eat dirty, bad fats for your body. You want to eat healthy fats. So I use a lot of avocado oil, coconut oil, and olive oil for a lot of stuff that I make.
okay.
Eat lots of vegetables, lots of greens. There are certain vegetables you can't eat, but you could eat spinach, you could eat kale, you could eat zucchini. I mean, we'll get into what you can eat, which the list is small. It's not a lot. And then
Okay.
fruits, you could eat berries, which are very good for you. They're high in antioxidants, so berries are very good for you, like strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. And
Mm-hmm.
then lean meats, like chicken, salmon, shrimp, and steak.
Okay. Okay. Still
See?
sounding, yeah, yeah, I'm liking what I'm hearing. Yes, yes, okay. Okay, so let's get to the suggestions of what we should not or we cannot eat on this diet.
Let's start with the big thing. Preservative foods that are high in preservatives.
Okay,
Whether a keto diet, a low carb diet, any kind of diet, we should not be eating preservative full food. So like preservative filled foods, like the way I teach my clients is you shop on the perimeter of the grocery store.
yes,
Get your vegetables, get your meats, get your healthy dairies, and stay away
yes.
from preservative foods. Stay away from canned vegetables, canned
Ooh,
yes. Canned vegetables are high in sodium, so you want to stay away from that. Just go and get the fresh vegetables that are even frozen vegetables, and that's better. And in the
okay,
vegetables, like you don't want like corn, carrots. There's and some vegetables in moderation, like eggplant, zucchini. You could eat those just in moderation. Um, Fruits and preservative filled foods. I think that's pretty much it. There's not a lot that
that's
you can't eat.
okay, okay. But you mentioned about the canned vegetables,
Mhm.
and you know, price point. People are concerned when you get on these diets that it's really expensive. And so
Mhm.
if you eliminate some of the things that are probably, a bit cheaper, how are they going to sustain themselves on this diet? So if I have to buy fresh fruits and vegetables, which might be a bit more expensive than the canned vegetable, what would you tell that person? How would you encourage them to still, consider this lifestyle?
Well, let me ask you, how much would you pay for your life?
Hmm.
Because when you eat healthier, you live longer, you live happier. And people who are on blood pressure medicine and blood sugar medicine, if they're eating a clean diet, a keto clean diet, then they could get off or decrease their medicine. So you're
Yeah.
living happier. So you can't put a price on your life. And yes, sometimes it gets expensive, but you're not out there buying all this candy, all the sodas, all the chips. So you use that money to pay for the vegetables and the leaner meats.
Okay. All right. So then let me ask, how long? I mean, it's a lifestyle and it's a lifestyle change, but you've mentioned that after some time you have been able to go back a bit, not to the bad lifestyle, but you could relax. Yeah, that's the better word. You could relax a bit. So how long does one have to stay on the rigid aspect of keto to get to the goals that they would have established before relaxing a bit? Because I'm still trying to think about price and budget. How long do I have to sacrifice? and make this investment. As you say, it's my life, so I will make the investment. But how long do I have to do it before I start seeing results?
Well, you're going to start seeing results immediately. But to get to your close to your goal, like you have short-term goals, long-term goals. So I would say 2 to 4 months. 2 to 4 months is a good that you get your body used to this, and you can start relaxing a little bit, but then like you said before, you start remembering, wait a second, this is what I've learned. Let me go back to how I was eating before. So it doesn't take long at all.
Okay, great. Because some of the I guess what people will get into this lifestyle for is, of course, to get back medically, health wise, for diabetes, high blood pressure, to get off those medications, the multiple tablets that you have to take. I know that's something that people would want to, that's a goal. Weight loss is another goal. Would you see weight loss within that 3 to 4 month period as well?
Oh yes, definitely. You actually start seeing weight loss within the first 2 weeks. Because your body's burning fat so quickly, you see a lot of weight loss in starting the first 2 weeks, and it continues. So when you also lose weight, you sleep better. So people who have sleep apnea, their sleep apnea gets better, and actually sleep apnea leads to other things like ulcers, gastric ulcers. So then your stomach gets better, and your whole gut health gets better.
Let's pause there a bit, Gloria, about gut health. Can this diet really, really fix someone who has real problems and issues with gut health?
Most definitely. Like I said, you always follow a doctor's orders and get checkups with them. But when you're eating clean, your gut starts reacting in a good way. I'm sorry?
No, I was just encouraging you. Talk about it some more. Give us an example of how the gut responds to this diet.
So when we're eating foods filled with preservatives, your body has to make more bacteria, and it gets overworked. It's red, it's swollen, it doesn't excrete the way it should. And there's something called leaky gut syndrome. And it's been shown that eating clean food helps with your leaky gut syndrome. Your colon starts working the way it was actually meant to work.
Okay. Wow.
I could get very deep in this. We don't have all day, but
we don't. Yes. Hello, folks. I have Gloria here today. You are hearing these gems that she is sharing with us. Share this live. And please, if you have questions for Gloria, don't let her go without asking your questions. We are speaking today about clean eating. We are looking at the keto diet specifically. Ask your questions. Let's get all from her before she leaves us this afternoon. Gloria, someone is teasing me. One of our regular viewers, Omed, we have something called roti. Have you ever heard about roti?
No, I haven't.
It's one of our national dishes, and she knows that I love roti. So if I have to give up the flour and I can't have roti. So you see, it's really a commitment and an investment if I have to get on this diet.
Let me tell you, I was in Washington doing an assignment, and one of the nurses wanted information. Now, she eats pad thai and noodles and fruits and vegetables, and she said, I can't do it. I can't do it. I have a family at home. I don't want to cook food for me, and then for them. So we sat down and we figured out a way for her to eat healthy. And I told her, you eating healthy is going to help your family. So she started it, and once somebody gets into this, you don't want to stop. You see the weight loss, you see the inches coming down, you change, And then, like I said, after 3 months, you start adding stuff back in very slowly, so then you can eat your food that you like and that you love.
I like how you brought up that example because that's another concern from busy women. Do I have to cook two meals, one for me and one for my family? So are you suggesting that you make it a family affair, or how do you get around time? I don't have much time. So what do I do? Is it that
I
you
mean,
encourage? Go ahead. Sorry.
most definitely, because if we're eating healthy, our family eats what we eat. Because as
Okay.
mothers, we cook for everybody. So
Yeah.
they're going to eat what we eat. They may not like it, so you learn to season food. You learn to put different kind of sauces on it to make it taste good. And they'll eat it, and they won't even know. Cauliflower rice is a big secret. I mean, it's great, and people don't even know that they're eating it. You
Yes.
learn. And your family, then your kids, they grow up learning how to eat better and healthier.
Wow. So, viewers, you're listening, you're getting some sound advice. I know time management, busy moms working, especially during this time, but make it a family affair. Let's commit to 3 months. Make them a deal. We're committing to 3 months as a family. We're doing this. And you do it with your family. And then the benefits would be all around, not just for you, but for your family. I like that idea, Gloria. Thanks. I like that idea. If perchance you are just joining us, where were you all the time? I have with me my guest, Gloria Espinosa Hall. She is a nurse and a health coach. So she has combined practice and she's now making it accessible, helping others get into that healthy lifestyle that we need to make that change and make that shift. Gloria, let's drill down. I know this is what everyone is waiting to hear. Meal planning. So I've made the decision. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. But then comes meal planning. Can we get into breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks? Could you give us some examples of what breakfast would look like, what snack time would look like, lunch and dinner?
Yes, most definitely. So I have 4 different breakfasts that I eat when I'm on keto. And then I have, my lunches and dinners. So for breakfast, let me give you my 4 examples. I eat what we call a bulletproof coffee. So people who are on keto know that bulletproof coffee is just not coffee. It has ghee. So when I first heard, I'm like, you're putting butter in your coffee? How and why would you do that? But ghee is clarified butter, so it's healthier. Then I add coconut cream, and MCT oil is a big thing. MCT oil comes from coconut oil, so it gives you it helps with your ketones to increase your ketones. And then and it's so creamy and it tastes so good. So a
Okay.
bulletproof coffee will get you full. And then or I will do a shake. And in my shake I add collagen, I add protein powder, chia seeds. Chia seeds is a big thing. It's higher in carbs, but it keeps you full, so it's good. Um, what else do I add? I add some monk fruit. Monk fruit is a good thing to add. So, um, so that's a second breakfast.
Okay.
Another breakfast is it's not so clean, but you know what? Sometimes we have to take our foot off the train a little bit. So sometimes I'll make eggs with bacon and with some avocado on the side.
Okay.
And being a nurse, I'm at work for 12 hours a day. I make my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So the night before, I'll make my eggs, bacon, I'll add cheese to it and my avocado, and I'll take it to work and warm it up. And then
Okay.
my fourth breakfast would be some yogurt, some full fat Greek yogurt with chia seeds and cocoa powder added to it. And it's like eating chocolate pudding. It's very good.
Okay. Wow.
Lots of options. So for lunch,
Yes.
if and sometimes I don't get to do my meal planning. So at the hospitals, I'll get a salad. I'll get spinach. I always try and get spinach. If not, iceberg lettuce is just fine. Get a grilled chicken. They always have grilled chicken.
Mm-hmm.
So you could get a grilled chicken, get you some boiled eggs, some bell pepper, the good vegetables off of the salad bar, and then some ranch dressing. Leave off the croutons.
Okay.
Croutons are not your friend. And so that there's that lunch, and then I always try, like my clients, I try recipes,
Mm-hmm.
fast, easy recipes. So I've done egg salad, which is very good. Um,
Yes.
what else do I do? Grilled chicken. I do a lot of grilled chicken. I'll just grill up some chicken and do a frozen vegetable like zucchini or broccoli. Steam that up,
Okay.
and there's your lunch. Now for dinner, I'll try and do, I always try different recipes. So I make a butter chicken, which is very easy, takes like 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Or some salmon with asparagus, grilled chicken, or maybe even some, I do this ground beef with Ralph's spaghetti sauce and zucchini noodles. So I could have spaghetti with zucchini noodles.
Yeah, I saw that. I've heard about that. Okay, wow. They don't, it doesn't sound too hard, and all these items easily accessible and available at your
Yeah.
regular supermarket. So, okay. And
Yeah.
you can prepare them beforehand, like for 3 days, and freeze and pack. Is that okay on this diet? You could do that as well.
Yes, I prepare usually 3 days at a time, and then I don't freeze. I just put it in the refrigerator and I eat it, and then I'll prepare some more.
Okay, wow.
And there's
Um,
also places at fast foods that you can eat. Like I'll go to Wendy's and I'll eat a hamburger without any bun. I mean, it's not the cleanest and it's a little lazy, but look, sometimes we are busy. We don't have time to sit and cook something.
I was just going to ask you that. What happens when we have to eat out? How do you make your selections from the menu? So if it's fast food and you're picking up a burger on the run, you'll just take no bun? That's what you said? Just
Right.
the
You tell them when you order, you just tell them you want the hamburger with no bun. And a lot of
okay.
restaurants are knowing this now. They'll put lettuce as the bun.
Okay, great. And what about if you're going out to dinner? What kind of choices do you have from the menu to stay with your diet, with your keto diet and planning?
Very easy. Very, very easy. Every restaurant has salmon. Every restaurant has grilled chicken. So I usually get that. We go to Applebee's and like I'll order the grilled chicken with broccoli and I'll order some extra cheese, and there you go. There, grilled chicken, as salmon, a steak, or some a salad.
Okay. Wow. I like that. Okay. So keep these categories in mind. So the same thing that you would do at home to prepare, when you go out to eat, you ask for those same items. Do you have to be concerned with how they prepared? I know you mentioned using specific types of oils, the olive oil and the avocado oil, I think I
Yeah.
you said.
Mhm.
What about the preparation? Do you have to ask for them to prepare it in a specific way, or that's not important?
Well, some people do, but let me tell you, nobody wants to sit and hear you say, "Can you get me some grilled chicken? Oh, and by the way, don't put this on it or don't put that on it." It's
Mhm.
one meal. It is not going to hurt you to have some extra butter or have some oil that isn't the healthiest. It's not going to hurt you to eat that for one meal, because when you get back home, you can get right back on your
You go
diet.
back on your okay. I hear you. I hear you. That's good advice. That's good advice. And it takes the stress out of okay, I'm going out now, and you have all this stress about eating and keeping on the diet and not enjoying your time and out with your family and friends. I like
Yeah.
that. Gloria,
Yeah,
I have to
I'm
ask
sorry.
you.
You asked about snacks.
Mhm.
When you start a keto lifestyle, you're not as hungry as you used to be. Let me tell you, you have
Okay.
to remind yourself and you have to force yourself to eat. So when you eat, you really have to eat healthy. There will be times when you will need snacks, and like I just recommend nuts like almonds,
Mm-hmm.
macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts is a little on the expensive side. I don't eat them all the time, just occasionally. Pecans is a good snack, and cheese sticks. Carry cheese sticks around with you, and that'll help.
Okay. So pecans, macadamias. What else you said? Sorry.
Almonds?
Almonds. Yes. Okay, great. I like almonds. So no cashews.
No, because that's a fruit.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Trying to cheat already.
I know you tried to sneak that in there. That's okay. That's okay.
Oh gosh, Gloria, we're almost out of time, but I need to ask this question. I was doing a bit of reading, and some of my viewers are in the over 40 category. So you're talking about premenopause and intermenopause, and there were some concerns about this diet, you know, having an adverse effect on women in that category. So as a nurse, as a health coach, and as someone who have gone through this diet, what is your opinion on that concern? Would it adversely affect my menstrual cycle if I'm already in menopause? Would it adversely affect me? What do you have to say about that?
Okay, yes. So, ladies who still have a cycle, when you're on the keto diet, you have to decrease your fat intake and increase your carb intake a week before your cycle. And most ladies know when they're in that in that time frame. Um, I've heard it a few different places, so that's what I do. I change my diet. You are going to gain weight, but it will stall your cycle a day or so. So you back off of it just a little bit. You don't go
Mm-hmm.
back to eating your regular diet. You just back off the fat intake a little bit, and
Okay.
it actually helps your it helps your your cramps because your body is just it's running the way it was supposed to be run. So that
Mm-hmm.
helps. And people who are going through menopause, so you're adding great vitamins and minerals, stuff that your body needs. Now, once again, go through your doctor and talk to them, and you have to do tests and whatever. But ketogenic diet is very healthy, and I don't no preservatives in the diet, so that helps your body to run the way it should be ran.
It should run. Wow, wow, wow. Gloria, I am so happy we had this conversation today. I am hopeful for me. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm sure my viewers, they really got some great, 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 great pieces of information this afternoon. If we want to contact you, to start this journey, how can we contact you?
Okay, so I have a Facebook page. It is Patterned Health by Glow on Facebook. I put a lot of great information on there. Also Instagram, which is where we actually met on Instagram. It's all the same at Patterned Health by Glow. It's PATTERNED Patterned Health by Glow. And then I have I actually have a website that I just started up. So you could go to the website, Patterned Health by Glow, or my email, which is patternhealthbyglow@gmail.com.
Okay. And so all that information will be placed in the comments so the viewers can contact you if they are serious and they're ready for help in starting this type of lifestyle and getting that assistance. As you said, pattern. You give them a pattern, you are the guide from the side, and you help them make
Yeah.
this shift. And I like that you are open with your story that you fall off the wagon sometimes, but you get back on. And this is not the only example of clean eating. We are just focusing on the keto diet. So let me ask this question before we end. When someone comes to you and we've explored keto, but they are still hesitant, do you say, well, okay, bye, or do you give them other options?
Oh, definitely not. No, every client is different, and I personalize the help to the client, whatever the client needs. Keto
Okay.
diet is not for everybody. I
Okay.
I look at all options. I always encourage low carb. So I've looked at Mediterranean diet. I've looked at low carb diet. Whatever I could get the client to stick with, because if they're not going to stick with it, it's not going to help. It's not
It's
going to
not
work.
okay. Okay.
So
Wow.
everything is personalized. So I could be working with two clients, weighing the same, want the same goals, but can't get to the same goal in the same way. So I will do it differently for each client.
Oh, I like the sound of that. So it's not as if you're pushing keto down somebody's throat. You have to do it this way. This is the no. You personalize their journey and you create the help that they need and that they can commit to. So I really, really like that approach. So, folks, if you are really ready, you're ready. We have, thank God for the internet. We
Yes.
have access to Gloria Espinosa Hall, nurse and health coach, patterned health by Glow on Facebook, patterned health by Glow on Instagram, and her email, patternedhealthbyglow@gmail.com. Did I get it right?
Yes.
I got it right. And all that information will be made available to you. So I encourage you, contact her. You
Please
ready?
do.
Contact her. Contact her. We have no distance. We have the internet. So it doesn't matter if she's in Florida and we're in Trinidad and Tobago. You
That's right.
can get the help that you desire. Well, Gloria, this hour just goes so fast when you're having some good conversation. But thank you again. And thank you on behalf of the viewers of Afternoon Tea for really coming and sharing your story and giving us some encouragement this afternoon.
You're welcome. And thank you for having me. I really enjoyed this conversation. I love
Yes.
teaching. So I want to teach people.
And she's a natural. She's a natural teacher. She's just, come on, you could do it. Yeah.
Yes. 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 Very much so.
This has been a beautiful, beautiful episode. So, folks, until the first Sunday in November, that's when we'll be back on because of our change in schedule. Look out for another episode of Afternoon Tea where we have good company, good conversation, and good information. Until next time, bye.